Okay, so I have cleaned my teeth. After I do this journal, turn the lights off, sit on the edge of my bed, get my heart rate down, get myself into bed, read my book, and attempt sleep. So, PM journal. Our priority success was to focus. Success, I'm gonna say 70, man. Why? Because we are tired. Today we learned we need to question more. Ask why. One thing we did well. Make assessments. I did make pretty solid assessments today. Granted, they weren't in time, but assessing. One thing we could have done better today is awareness. But there is no best, only better. I appreciate sleep, I appreciate routine, and I appreciate myself, and I appreciate good food. When I wake up, I want to feel content, actually. That's much better than anxiety. Alright, now, first things I will do as soon as I wake up. Still, I'm going to put get up. Until I'm doing it automatically, that's what goes in there. Get up. Washing my face always comes after that. I don't need to write it. Then I go into the kitchen and prepare my breakfast. I don't need to write it. Then I come in. I do my meditation. I don't need to write that. Then I do my exercise. I don't need to write that. You know why I don't need to write that stuff? Because it's already getting a routine. So now I just need to write what's going to come up after that. And you know what I'm going to do? I am going to clean, because this place is a disaster zone and I think it would be nice. And then I'm going to start prep for paint. Nice. Bang. Done. Okay, so now lights off, turn these white lights off, clear a space around my bed, sit, relax, breathe, book, wait for the eyes to get heavy, then attempt sleep. Remember, we're focusing on waking up feeling content. We've achieved everything for the day. Sleep is the only logical step. I read my book, put my head down to sleep. I reckon I was asleep in like 10-15 minutes, which is pretty amazing. Did wake up many times, a few times panicked, drenched in sweat, but again, unfortunately that is a normal thing. Woke up 5:30 and it is now 7. I drifted in between 5:30 and 7, but wouldn't really call it sleep. That's actually a pretty good sleep for me, I have to say. I'm feeling good. I think we've turned a corner. So, been up, I washed my face, made my breakfast. Now it's time to meditate and then exercise. I think I'm going to enjoy both this morning. Wow. Meditation, to say that was enjoyable, I think that would be a stretch. But what difference sleep makes. Oh my god. Still had like only a few seconds of focus at best. Still spent a lot of time disappearing into thinking, but I was able to distance myself from it and just allow it to not wash over me, but allow it to just be without it affecting me. So in that aspect, it was much more enjoyable than the last few days. Nice. And I need to be careful, but I think that was a false diagnosis of incoming depression. I think that was just built up fatigue. So, nice. Or is the fact that I caught my awareness of incoming depressions soon enough that I was able to counterbalance my thinking and hold off the onset. That would be an interesting, exciting outcome. Exercise done, full workout, full control in about half an hour. Day is turning out to be very nice. What I am keeping my mind aware of is that yesterday I thought depression was coming, and today I feel 100% in the other direction, a slight euphoria. Now, I've made a post earlier about false happiness. This is where you go from being in an almost depressive state, really quickly changing, feeling better, but then because you have the comparison, convincing yourself that you are better than you actually are. So I need to keep aware of that today. I'm not saying that is happening, I'm saying that's a possibility. It's never easy, but it's much better than yesterday, and the day before, and the day before, and the day before, etc., etc., etc. Breakfast time. So, breakfast is done, emails are done, editing is almost done. But you know what I didn't do? My morning journal. So, AM. Top priority today is cleaning. Nice. Starting level game. I am really... Do I go an A? From a C to an A? That has never been done before. I'm going to say B. I don't trust my mood. I don't trust it. B is for building. I'm going to build on from where I am. Just so you know, A is for achieving. It means that, like, if I'm an A, I don't need to worry about really pushing myself, because I know that I can, like, really achieve stuff, and if I fail achieving, I won't come crashing down. So I'm not sure that I'm there. We learned from yesterday, well, sleep. Sleep is most important. Sleep is most important. We are grateful for sunshine, very much. We are grateful for friends, and we are grateful for, well, I'm going to put sleep, because I am grateful for sleep. Check Trello. That's what I also didn't do. That's why it's on the list. Okay. Need to do, need to do, need to do, need to do. That done. Nice. Need to do, need to do, need to do, need to do, need to do. Cool. Do I need to add anything? No. I think that's more than enough. All right. On with the day. It is nearly 4:30. I only had like a 15-minute break for lunch today, but I've achieved a lot. It's amazing what you can do when you're actually able to keep your focus. Obviously, my friend came and took away my wall of creativity, which mixed feelings about that, but I'm happy it'll live on. I had another friend come by and pick up something, and I haven't seen this person in a long time, or really, I saw her once 6 months ago or so, but before that, and I haven't spoken to her, I should say. We have not had a discussion with each other for years, and that was very interesting. She has health concerns, tumor, and it was very interesting, her mindset on how to deal with this. She is so blindly determined for it not to affect her life that in many ways she's choosing to not be proactive in the steps that would help her recovery. She's involved in the club scene and hosting drum and bass parties, and is always hosting parties throughout Europe, and so lives the nightlife, lives in I don't want to say toxic environments, but environments where there is lots of vaping and lots of smoking, and these factory warehouses where they have these parties, when everyone's dancing and stomping and kicking up all this crazy sort of particle dust, and working at festivals. This is pushing yourself to the limits and not getting enough daylight and not being able to take care of yourself diet-wise, and all this kind of stuff that's involved with that scene. That's just the way it is, I know. And it's not that you can't counter for that. You can still be in that scene and be healthy. You just have to put a lot of effort into the being healthy side to balance it out. But she's so determined to not let her diagnosis and her condition affect her life that she's kind of gone the opposite direction. She's kind of doubling down on doing that. And I was very proud of myself that I observed that very early on. So instead of me going on the whole time that we were having a discussion that, oh, I know this about sleep, and I know that about consumables, and I know this about thought patterns, and I know that about fasting, and diet, and blah 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 blah. I just was able to say, oh, I've been listening to some podcasts, I've got some links, would you like me to send them? Yeah, sure. Oh, I've actually got a website that actually goes into that really well. I can send you a link. Oh, cool. And then I just said, because, that's up to you to take care of you. I have to take care of myself. But, it's better that you hear that from the professionals than me trying to tell you. So she has the information. That's her choice. And I feel really nice about that. Her mindset, I doubt she'll even look at the links because she's set in her ways, but that's her choice. She's free to do that. But yeah, that was interesting. Like I said, tonight I have a evening with some friends. There's a bike ride at nighttime through the city for like these light installations, which I think is a ridiculous waste of energy. That's a whole deep discussion. So we're going to do that for 2 hours, riding through the city and seeing these big massive light projection displays all over the city, and then going to hang out with like maximum 10 people in his parents' backyard and have a fire, and goodbye to all my work mates that I've spent the last couple of years working with. So that will be intense but nice. I feel really blessed. Why would I say blessed? I never say blessed. I feel really lucky in the sense that one of the guys at work really thought about a situation where he could get the guys together and I could be comfortable. So we're going to be sitting around a fire, which means that there's really not going to be anything happening behind me. It'll be in an open space, so I won't be bothered by the cigarette smoke or the joint smoke. And we've made a rule that it's for every 2 drinks you have to drink a water. So hopefully no one gets uncontrollably drunk. So what does that mean for setting up routine? The only nighttime routine will be when I come home, and I want to say that I'm gonna cut it off at 2 o'clock in the morning. Once it gets to 2 o'clock and we're still going, I'll say my goodbyes, and so I'll just come home and I'll do some breathing exercises and do my journal and go to bed. I won't bother recording it, I don't think, because we already know what the routine is. So yeah. You'll see me tomorrow. Tomorrow's the weekend, when routines go to hell. Yeah. Anyway.
5 o'clock in the morning, leaving at 2. Didn't quite happen, but bike ride was really nice, even though it was very wet, cold a bit. And we had a really nice fire. It was only Saturday morning, but what I'm already doing, going through my routine, so that as soon as I get home, I know what I'm going to do. Writing, but like I'm being efficient, but I'm not like exhausting myself. You know, you don't want to do any form of like intense exercise before going to bed. Well, I mean, sex is probably the exception, but it's so nice writing in this. Well, I've not been awake at this time by choice in a while, but what was very interesting is that how quickly, like really in the last 45 minutes, I just really started, like brain just started shutting down. Yeah, it was quite interesting. But I was able to be aware of it and just like notice when I hit the delusional state. Around 10-15 minutes. It was pretty funny. We were joking around. It was really like being high. You know? Obviously, not going to have to worry about a come down or a hangover or anything, which is nice. I'll just be tired. But, then after that, it's just like shutting down. Still joking around, but it just wasn't funny anymore. It's just, no. But the other guys were drinking, so they were still laughing. Interesting observation. Well, for me, it's probably not interesting for you.